Hey, 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 hey. Happy Friday. I was just over on Instagram stories. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late, but hi guys, happy Friday. I was over on Instagram stories and I was like, I just want to dance. Just feeling like so many vibes this morning. So it's going to be an incredible day. I've got an incredible lineup this morning. I'm live with you guys here. And then right after this, I will be heading over to record next week's Cocktail Conversations with Shannon for Soul in the Raw podcast. There is a new episode out this morning if you have not listened yet, and there was a lot happening energetically on the recording yesterday, so it's an interesting one. So bear with the technological difficulties. It was interesting. What the hell is going on with this line in the screen? Can you guys see that? The black line? There is some weird shit happening energetically with my technology this week. I don't know what's going on. Is anyone else experiencing anything? I can't even tell you. The weirdest shit is happening. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Hello, Maddie is here. Maddie's like, came on so we can hang face to face. I love that. We need to have a FaceTime date, ASAP. Shannon, good morning. Kristen and Justina, Jessica, hello. Leah and Laura, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. So I'm going to record next week's cocktail conversation today. And then I have a client session with my client Mara, who I just adore. We have so much fun every week and always have some really juicy conversations, so I'm excited about that. And then it's pool day, so I'm feeling the vibes, and Mindy's coming over and she's bringing the tequila, and I've got the margarita mix and the chips and salsa, and I'm just so excited to go sit by the pool all day and hopefully get some color because your girl needs it. So good morning, Jess is here, hello, and Sarah and Jennifer, hi, 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 hi. Okay, so I'm feeling so excited this morning. So if you guys are feeling the vibes, like sending them to you. Hopefully you can like sink into them, receive them, here for it. So freaking pumped to talk to you about today's conversation. So I was having this conversation with Shannon yesterday, actually right before we started recording for Soul in the Raw. And then we kind of talked a little bit about it on this morning's episode, but I feel like there's a really important topic that needs to be discussed in regards to the most, Justina says shots, shots, shots. I will not be taking shots today. I'm going to save that for Mexico trips. I don't really take shots other than that. Today will just be like a steady, I like a good tequila pour with like a light margarita mix cut with club soda, sparkling water, so that it lasts longer and it's not as sweet. I don't like sweet. I just like fizzy, you know? Sarah, hello. Okay, so I want to talk about today's topic in regards to something that I feel like needs to be said. It's a really important one, and I'm really going to hope that you hear my heart in all of this as I'm speaking. If this is your first time watching me, I'm fiery and I'm unfiltered, and live video is something I can't take back. Live video happens as it happens in the present moment. And I'm trusting that Source God Creator is going to speak through me exactly as needed, and exactly is what my soul is trying to bring forth today. It's not going to be perfect. There might be some things that are intense or whatever, but just please be open-minded to what I have to share, and I'm totally open to hearing your thoughts and opinions as well. Hello, Fawn. Hello. Sounds delicious. Margarita spritzer. Sounds like me. I don't like it too sweet either. Yeah, cut it with club soda or sparkling water of any kind. It's so good, and it gives it that fizz. It just makes it easier too. Maybe I just have a really like old lady digestive system, but I really love the just like easiness of the sparkling water with the bubbles. So that being said, so I want to talk about, as you guys saw today's title, taking your power back. Let's talk about the most important thing that every human innately has and needs, but that society tries to take from us daily. Society, social media, influencers, coaches sometimes, love coaches. I'm a coach, but we have to be really careful, coaches, about what we're teaching and what we're preaching and what we're sharing. And the thing that it is, of when I'm saying the thing that every human innately has, is trust within ourselves. Every single one of us comes into this world, this little baby, that trusts itself. It doesn't question. It doesn't wonder. It doesn't doubt. We don't think about things a million times over and like talk ourselves out of things. We don't care about judgment as babies. Like we poop and we cry and we eat. And like if we need something, we cry. If we know that we need to be like cared for and loved for by adult humans, by our mothers, by our fathers, by our grandparents, right? Whoever you were raised by. We are just these little innocent babies that know exactly what it is that we need at all times, and we don't question it, right? We know when we're hungry. We know when we have to go to the bathroom. We know that someone's going to change our diaper eventually. We don't have to stress about it. We have this really powerful trust, right? If you are held by someone that maybe energetically you feel off by, you start screaming bloody murder and your mom takes you back, right? You energetically feel and you trust what your soul is telling you in regards to what it is that you need and what it is that you want and what is safe and what is not. And when you, for the first time, touch the hot stove, your hand pulls back and you realize, okay, putting two and two together, I will trust myself and not touch the hot stove, right? We just have this innate knowing and certainty and divine guidance, and we don't question it. And then somewhere along the way, through media, through sometimes how we were raised, through religion, through the coaching industry, through the personal development books that tell us how we need to live our lives. Like, I'm so here for personal development. I'm here for coaching. I'm here for religion. I'm here for spirituality. I'm here for whatever your jam is, okay? Please hear my heart, right? But we stop trusting ourselves. And we do it a lot of times too around sex and sexuality. We stop trusting ourselves, right? As a baby in the womb, you masturbate. It is known. It is widely known, okay? You grow up in the world and you're this little kid and you're touching yourself and you're exploring yourself and you're curious about yourself and you're playful with yourself. And then somewhere along the way, you learn that that is wrong, that you can't trust yourself, that your desire is bad. Therefore, you create shame. Therefore, you pull back. Therefore, you no longer trust yourself in sex and sexuality, correct? Right? Think about food. Think about diet, right? You come into the world, you're a baby, you, I need food, I'm hungry, right? My stomach is growling, I'm hungry. You are given food, you fulfill that desire, you feel fulfilled and satisfied, and you move on. And then somewhere along the way, what is modeled for you or what you see on TV or what your friends say, like you're not worried about your little belly when you're a baby. You don't care about your little big fat cheeks. You know you're the shit. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're so cute. And you're like, you're right, I am so cute. So cute, right? And then somewhere along the way, someone comes in and says, you actually need to follow this diet, or you need to look this way, or this is actually what you should be striving for. And actually, you just don't have willpower. Therefore, you can't trust yourself around food. So here's the right way to eat. And it's a vicious cycle. And then we go and we try. And tell me if you relate to this. Hello, Emily. I'm so happy you're here. Justina says, trust within ourselves. Amen. A freaking man. Teresa and Rachel. Hi. Chelsea, good morning. Good morning. So tell me if you relate to this in regards to, have you tried every single diet under the sun ever? Right? I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, I've done macros many times, intuitive eating, containers, any kind of fitness program I did and whatever diet plan came with that, I tried that. Fat-free everything, slim fast, the friggin' bars and all you eat is bars all the time, the cabbage soup diet, anything I find on Pinterest. Green smoothies every morning and that's all you eat, right? Like, have you tried everything under the sun? For the most part, right? You think about it, there's everything. We've tried it all, paleo, Whole30, and Whole30 is like an elimination diet, so I'm not knocking any of these by any means, just be mindful. Somewhere along the way, Alex, I'm so happy I caught you, yay! So happy you're here. Somewhere along the way, we gave our power away and we decided that said expert or said book knows more about our bodies and our vessels and our hunger cues than we do. We didn't care about our chubby little cheeks because it didn't matter. It didn't have anything to do with our worth and value. And then somewhere along the way, someone said, you look like you've gained weight. Are you okay? Or, oh my God, you look so skinny. You look so good. What are you doing? I need to know. You look amazing. And then now you're in your head is total mindfuck. We talked about this on the podcast today. Total mindfuck where I would just be searching for those compliments. And when people stop saying, oh my God, you look so good. You look so skinny. Like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, you look amazing. Then it was like, oh my God, I need to search for that. And when people weren't saying that, I was like, oh my God, I'm not trying hard enough. I'm not skinny enough. I got to work harder, 2-a-days. Let's get up and let's do fasted cardio. Let's go to the gym later. Let's make sure that we're getting up and moving around all throughout the day. And no rest for the weary. It doesn't matter that I'm exhausted. It doesn't matter that my hormones are screaming at me. It doesn't matter that I can't sleep at night. It doesn't matter I don't have a sex drive because I have to be skinny, or I have to look like that, or I need the compliments. I hired this health coach and this health coach and this health coach and this health coach, and there's nothing wrong with health coaches. Health coaches have a beautiful space, but there is something missing. I myself as a coach have to be so careful of how I speak to this, that I do not know more about you and your body and your sexuality and your sex life and your business and your desires and your success codes than you do. You know what's best for you. As a coach, it's my job to come in and support you in that, guide you through that, reflect back to you what's coming through for you, right? It's so, so, so individual. Each and every single one of our bodies is designed differently. Some of us are here in thinner, tinier bodies, and that's naturally our set point, and that's beautiful. Some of us here are in bigger bodies, and that is still beautiful. It doesn't mean you lack willpower. It doesn't mean that you suck at being a human. It doesn't mean that you can't trust yourself. It means that somewhere along the way, someone taught you that, or that was modeled for you. You perceived it in your head, and you decided, I can't trust myself around food. I can't trust myself around sex. I can't trust myself around XYZ, you name it. And we're like, oh my God, I need to have someone else to tell me what the right thing is. And it doesn't have to be that way. You have inner guidance. You have an intuition. You have an inner knowing. I can ask myself, okay, self, what are we eating today? First of all, am I even hungry, or am I just eating because it's lunchtime? Am I hungry right now? Check in with myself. Take a deep breath. I'm hungry. Okay, cool. And then when it's like, okay, maybe it's super late at night and you check in with yourself and you're like, okay, I'm hungry. Interesting. Is it emotional? Is there something else going on? Am I avoiding something? Is this just a craving? Am I close to my period? So like I'm wanting more sweets, like what's going on? And you can know within your body what is next for you, what is right for you. If you should eat the pizza, or if you should eat the salad, if you should eat the chocolate, or if you should just go and do a meditation because you're actually just going there for emotional comfort. We all have this innate knowing. And it takes us, sometimes it's going to take, stripping the conditioning to get back there. I'm not saying that emotional and binge eating isn't real. I'm not saying that disorderly eating isn't real, because it is. But you didn't come into the world that way. The world conditioned you to be that way. The diet industry is like worth billions and trillions of dollars. They make money off of making you think that you can't trust yourself. And you motherfucking can, and I'm here to tell you that. You can work with coaches, you can work with mentors, you can read books, you can try different diets, you can do whatever you freaking please, but you know what's best for you. I do not, right? So let me read these comments here. Rachel says, yes, I've been there. Hello, everyone just hopping on. So happy to have you here. Emily says, I always recommend that even the medical medium be taken with a grain of salt. Our bodies, along with our path to healing, is going to be completely individual. Right. And that's just it. Like, the medical medium is wonderful. There are people that live and die for his protocol, and that's incredible. Celery juice totally took off. For some people, they feel amazing and they're having all these results. Keep drinking the celery juice. For me, in my extremist brain of the black and white and the very right and wrong of how I grew up, so I'm very conditioned that way. It's something I'm constantly rewriting. I went into celery juice and I was like, this is the holy grail. Okay, I need to drink celery juice. So I was drinking it. I was gagging the whole time because it's absolutely disgusting. I was not seeing anything from it, but I was like, but someone else said that this is the way, and this is the way to heal XYZ. I have to do this, versus trusting myself. I hated waking up in the morning because I knew I had to have celery juice and go through the whole juicing process before I was allowed to have my coffee. And I hated it. I was like not excited to wake up. I was pissed off when I had to go to bed because I knew I had to do it all over again. And that is not the way that I want to live my life. So I realized, self, do we feel like right now is the best time to have celery juice? Is it helping? Is it serving us? And my body was like, take it or leave it. And I was like, all right, leaving it. Doesn't mean I don't drink a green juice every now and again. Doesn't mean that one day I won't go back to celery juice, but I was trusting myself over an expert that decided that they know best for me, when they do know what's best for them. They're all writing from their own personal experience, and I love that. But nobody knows me better than I know me. and nobody knows you better than you know you. And how much of your life are you walking around giving away your power, saying that everyone else knows what's best for you than you know for you? I don't know if that sentence made sense, if it did. Justina, we have it all within us, just needed to trust ourselves and use that intuition. Amen. Rachel says, I freaking love this and so needed it. Amen. Emily's saying my body hated it and kept telling me to stop. Right, my body was like fighting it, my brain was fighting it, my soul was fighting it, but I was like, but this is the way. Ooh. And it's not judging people that drink the celery juice. Freaking drink the celery juice if that feels good for you. But stop giving away the power. And so I had this download like a week ago or so, and I have never talked about it publicly, so I'm just going to talk about it here for a second. But I even thought that one day I think I'll have a certification for health coaches. I do. Coaches maybe of any kind. But really specifically, I want to target health coaches and anyone in the health coaching industry and teach them the ways of Embody, my program that does start next week, of 6 weeks to ending the war on our bodies, 6 weeks to getting back in touch with trusting ourselves, 6 weeks of getting back to body acceptance and body love, 6 weeks to awakening our sexuality. I want to teach health coaches this protocol to include, I'm not saying that diets are necessarily bad. I do think that they're not sustainable. I will tell you that. I mean, I've been on every diet under the sun and it always fails. It always backfires. And I always end up back where I'm, kind of my set point is. So I don't subscribe to them, but I'm not here to shame you if you do. I do think it's conditioning by society. So I would look at that and I would encourage you. And if this triggers you, I would definitely encourage you to look at that. But that being said, I really do believe that there's a huge missing component in the health coaching industry, that A, you need them, that B, you can't be trusted to eat or figure out what your body needs on your own, C, that you have to subscribe to every single 21-day, 30-day thing forever, and that, like, heaven forbid you can trust yourself. Now, I do think that the health coaching industry is wonderful. There's accountability. It definitely helps when you have no idea and you really want to start learning about it. It can be great to have that mentorship. But I just think the piece that is missing is that we're doing it from a place of, I hate myself, so I'm going to see if I can hire someone to help me love myself, versus finding that love within ourselves, right? And realizing that we know what's best for our bodies at the end of the day. Does that make sense? I just think that there's a huge key piece missing. Because then what happens when you stop working with the coach and you go off of your macros? You're right back to where you motherfucking started. But if we're teaching people as health coaches, life coaches, whatever kind of coach you are, to love themselves, to accept themselves, to be kind to themselves, to be able to trust what's going on in their body and being able to hear that, then even when they stop working with us, because I don't think that we need to work with coaches forever. I don't. I think that there's seasons where different coaches in different industries can be beautiful, but I don't want my clients to need me. That is so disempowering in every single way. I want them to want to work with me, right? Because I enjoy working with my clients, but it never should be a codependent, they can't survive without me type of mentality. And that's just what I see, especially in business coaching and health coaching in these different industries. We just have to be careful. It's not everyone, and I'm not targeting anyone specifically. So if you're triggered, that's on you. I'm just speaking to what I know coming through my soul is that something's got to give. And there has to be a foundational piece of every coaching industry to get you back to being able to trust yourself. That your business coach actually doesn't know the best way for you to make money. Their job is to reflect back in you the ways that your body and your success codes know how to make money. And yes, they can share with you their ideas. They can maybe give some advice or some encouragement if you're wanting some inspiration. But ultimately, your success codes are within you. As a sex coach, I don't know. I don't walk into your bedroom and tell you how to have better sex. I reflect back to you what's going on within you, what's blocking you from orgasm, what's getting in the way of you owning your sexuality, and we go in that way, and it's individualized. And you have these breakthroughs and these ahas, and then eventually you are ready to go out on your own and do the damn thing. And then who knows, you might come back and work with me for a little bit to kind of get to that next level, but I'm reflecting back to your magic. As a health coach, you can give people guidance and guidelines, but when they leave you, they shouldn't be like this, oh, where do I go? And you're left out, you fly out of the nest and you fall. They should be able to fly out of the nest and they're soaring because you've taught them how to trust themselves again. You've given them maybe a foundation and you've really figured out what works best for their body and they're ready to go do the damn thing on their own because you got them there. You co-created with them to that point. But instead we're creating unhealthy codependence, right? And I'm so guilty of this in the past. This is something I've worked on tremendously. I fired more than half my clients last December because I realized I was creating unhealthy codependency. I take full responsibility for my part in this game in the coaching industry. I do, but I've changed it. And I want to change it for other people as well. Because for me, for example, for Embody, right? I give you these 6 weeks. I go all in with you. We're in the nitty gritty. We're in the depths of it. We're going through the process together, but I'm helping you find yourself. I'm helping you figure out, how do I trust myself again? And then when you leave Embody, we've already set up a plan for you to know how to go and live your life in the Embody way, to continue the work far after our time is done. So that you're not just ending the program and then you're like, I don't really know where to go from here. I don't really know how, that was 6 weeks and now what, right? I set my clients up for success on the end. Does this make sense? Can you guys let me know? Justina says, yes, love that. So true. Hello, Lua. So happy you're here. I can't talk today. Justina, it's a missing link in that industry. Right. It's like when we think, and we've subscribed to the idea that we have to hate ourselves in order to have motivation to get healthy. But if I accept myself, I'm not going to want to go to the gym in the morning. And if I accept myself and love myself, then I'm not going to be able to eat healthy because I'm just going to want to eat pizza all the time because I don't care and I'm just going to get fatter, right? For some reason, we believe that that's true, but it's not. Motivation doesn't have to come from an unhealthy, beating myself up, self-loathing way, because that's no fun at all. And I'm telling you, I've done that. And I've gotten to the weight that I thought I would be at. And I had very like tiny abs, but they were on their way there for sure. And I still hated myself. I look back at pictures and I hated myself then. So what is the point? What are we doing this for? We don't get to take our body with us when we go. We don't get to take it with us. It lays in the ground and then our soul goes off and whatever you believe happens next, right? Like, I don't understand where along the way we've decided that that's the only way. Instead of, I can love and accept myself and I can still work with the health coach and I can get guidance and I can get ideas and I can learn some more things and I can uncover my next layer. Or I can, go through Embody and I can find out how to love myself and respect myself and accept myself, be kind to myself, be graceful and compassionate with myself. And then I can still have motivation to go to the gym. But the motivation can come from a space of, I love myself, right? And sorry about my cat in the background, versus I hate myself. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? Hello, Jeanette, and hello, Shannon. Welcome, welcome. So I just really want you to remember that at the end of the day, you have innately this trust within yourself that no one else can give you. And we've, for some reason, unfortunately, because it makes trillions of dollars, and I get it, and I've been there, and I'm so guilty of this, but we make it seem like we're the expert that has all of the answers, and if you don't work with me, you failed, and if you don't work with me, you're screwed up, and if you don't work with me, you'll never get to where you want to go. But that's not the case. Yes, working with a coach in whatever industry can get you there quicker, maybe a little bit more effortless because you don't have to go through as many, like we can help you not make the same mistakes that we did. We can share with you processes and we can help you uncover things by asking the tough questions. But in all reality, every single coach ever, our main goal forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever should be to help our clients learn that they can trust themselves, that they know themselves best, that they know their next steps best. It is not my job to give it to you. The coaching industry is not, coaching is not advice. Giving advice is like a talk show, like friggin' Dr. Phil. Coaching is asking proper questions, active listening, intuitively feeling into the moment and reflecting things back that your client is bringing to you. Reading the energy of the room, figuring out and being able to call on the things between the lines of the things that are being said and being like, oh, so what I'm hearing is you're saying this. And then they're like, oh my God, I've never thought about it that way. And then you're able to help guide them and figure out like what's going on within them. It's not my job to say, here's how to lose weight. It's not my job to say, here's how to make money. It's not a one size fits all 10-step process. It's not. Yes, you can use those as inspiration. That's great. That's amazing. They can give you tips. Awesome. But genuine coaching, authentic coaching at its rawest form is not giving advice. And it's not deciding that some expert or some modality even knows better for you than you know for you. It's not. And you sure as hell will have to believe that that's not what Embody is about. I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here to give you a 10-step process. I'm here to walk you through a journey, but it's a take what you leave, or take what resonates, leave what you don't want, that doesn't feel in alignment for you at the end of the day. It's figuring out what is actually stopping you from having body love. Let's get to the root of your personal body love. This is why I run groups and they're small. I don't run groups that are massive, because I and especially like as a projector and as an intuitive and as an energetic being, I can see into the souls of people on a really, really, really deep level in ways that freak them out because they don't even see it yet for themselves. And I'm not the only person. There's other humans like this on the planet. But that's why I have small groups, because I want to be able to see and feel into and intuitively be able to pick up what's going on and help you move through your process. Your journey to body love might look very different than my journey to body love. But guess what? You get to trust yourself. And guess what? I get to trust myself. Hello, Julia. Hello, hello. So if you're still with me as I'm wrapping up, do you hear my heart in this? That I'm not bashing the coaching industry. I mean, I'm a coach. I also would love to write a book one day. I host a podcast. I post on Facebook every day. Like, I share and I teach and I inspire and I love and I guide and I support, right? But I don't have the perfect answer for you. You have the perfect answer for you. And it's an honor that I get to maybe reflect it back to you if we decide to work together. It truly is a beautiful gift and a blessing for me as well to be able to learn from you and our relationship. But ultimately, my goal and my desire and my programs and my coaching and everything that I do is not for you to need me, not for you to become dependent upon me. And the second that you leave me, you feel like you're fluttering out of water, but for me to help you get back to trusting yourself. That you know what foods to eat, you know what posts to write, you know what type of coaching to do, you know what kind of sex you want, you know what you are and who you are as a sexual erotic being. Like, that is my ultimate goal, is to help you get back to the innate core and truth of who you are. And there are so many other coaches out there who do the same. I promise you, I am not the only one. And for most of us, we will never work together. And I fully respect that. I get that. It's okay. Like, there's no hard feelings there. Go to who your energy is drawing you to. I just really do feel like there's a major key piece missing. And it's not to shame anyone, because I was there as well. And I walked that and I own that and I apologize for that. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I thank you, Justina, for saying you feel my heart and my soul on this, because I don't want it to, I love my coach friends and I follow so many incredible humans in the coaching space, and I believe in coaching. It's changed my life. I believe in therapy. I believe in books. I believe in podcasts. It's just, don't take in so much of everything else that you forget to trust yourself. And also remember to weed things out that don't resonate as alignment and truth for you. Put it through your own filter, right? You read something or you hear something and you put it through your filter of your soul and you're like, okay, and then let what feels in alignment for you sink in. Fawn says it's so true. And you remember things I've said in past programs. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a gift. It really is, and such a blessing. So thank you, Fawn, for always being so open too. Absolutely love this chat. Thank you for the reminder. Yay, I'm so happy. Good. Okay, so Embody starts next week. Okay, so if you are wanting to get back to trusting yourself, can you do it on your own? Hell fucking yes, you can. Go get it, girl. You don't need me. You really don't. But if you want guidance, if you want support, if you want someone to lead you in this, if you want someone to sit round table with you, this is not a hierarchy. I am not, the teacher and the student. Like, it's all about really and truly, like, we're all here in this together. We're walking side by side. We're linking arms. We're going through your individual process, your personalized process to body love. to freedom in your body, to trusting yourself again, to reawakening your sexuality, to really getting back into goddess mode within yourself, and being able to know that you can go outside and you can rock this swimsuit right here, right now. You can go to the gym and you can work out, but you're doing it from a place of, I love myself, I choose to cherish myself and honor the vessel that I'm here in, and I refuse to miss out on any more of my life because I'm too thin, or I'm too fat, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. I am a motherfucking queen, and I am here to live my life this summer. And that's what I want for you. And if you're a health coach and you're feeling this on a soul level as well, I encourage you to take it. If like a certification at some point so you can teach these things as well is interesting to you, if you're a health coach or not, feel free to let me know. I can't change the world on my own on this. I can't, right? It is going to take a village. And so if that resonates with you, let me know. I'd be interested in seeing if that's something I do in the future. But definitely taking Embody and starting to infuse those pieces into your own energetics, into your own being, can be really, really powerful in igniting that change and that inspiration for other people to also get into that body love state as well. Fawn says, you will not regret stepping into your power and joining Embody. I love you. I'm so happy. So I'm excited. We start next week. Thursday is our very first training, next Thursday, so a week from yesterday. Let me know. I did just add another payment plan this morning. I actually did a monthly payment plan for two monthly payments. It's only a 6-week program, so it would be me honoring that even if we finish the program and that's when your last payment comes out, you are still going to follow through on your word. But I just felt really called to do that. I know monthly payment plans have been really powerful for me in the past, and wanted to make this as accessible for as many people as possible. So my friends, happy Friday. I love you so much. Take your power back. Don't let the media or society or influencers on Instagram or other experts in the industry tell you that you can't trust yourself, because you absolutely can. Lean on coaches and mentors to guide you. Definitely, work with them if your soul is calling you to. Trust the energetics of it. But at the end of the day, you've got every single thing that you need. I promise. You just have to create the space, and you have to listen. You have to be able to decipher what's ego, right? Or what's fear, and what's in your soul, what's in your heart, what's the truth of you, and what's maybe conditioning from the past. That's why coaching and therapy is so important, because it helps you be able to decipher and get you back into that ultimate goal of you trusting yourself. And that's what I hope for you. That's what I want for you. I wish you nothing but the best. I love you guys. Megan says, you've given me so many light bulb moments with this video. Thank you so much, Megan. Thank you. Thank you truly for being here. That means so much to me. So I love you. Happy Friday. Sending you all the vibes, and go trust yourself. See where it leads you. Challenge for you. Little challenge as we wrap up, okay? I want you to just take a deep breath before you make a decision, whether it's what to eat, who to hire, what program to take, what to wear today, if you want to take a shower or a bath, whatever decisions, right? Big, small, little, great. Take a deep breath. Feel into it. What feels right for you? Trust it. Go. Don't let your doubt talk you out. Don't let your fear talk you out. Don't let what you saw the one person say on Instagram about celery juice talk you out of it. Celery juice works for them, but it doesn't have to work for you. Trust yourself. Go. And then when you trust yourself and you can start to see, holy shit, I can trust myself. My life doesn't fall apart when I trust myself. Whoa. You can't fuck this up, even if you try. You can't. If you want to do a 21-day challenge, go do it. But do it from a space of, I'm doing this because it feels right for me, versus someone else telling me this is what I make sense. Okay, ready, set, go. I love you guys for real this time. I'll talk to you later. Bye.